lot, but because it's like what 16 to 24 inches of snow.
Yeah,
Higher in some places due to drifts. Drifts. Drifto. But yeah, so I dug myself out. The streets were okay. They plowed a little bit.
Yeah.
Peabody didn't at all. I heard Ben had a little bit of a worse time though.
Yeah, my experience was far worse.
How was it worse?
The plows throughout Friday night, they were coming every so often, clean the streets off. But by midnight, they were gone, and they never showed up again until 3 p.m. Saturday. So we'd gotten up, had some breakfast, but we were out shoveling probably around 11:30 until about 4.
Uh-huh.
And I have a very long driveway. It goes all the way the length of the house. It's probably more than 50 feet, I would say, Matt. I don't know.
It's long.
Yeah,
if you know
very
what I mean.
long. It can fit. Let's see. We had 4 cars in it, and it was still room, like to get to the street. Another car in the driveway, probably. So yeah, that was not fun. I was not a happy camper. My back is killing me.
Well,
I'm pretty sore.
I actually had to
From banging
for
your
some
mom last
reason.
night.
From what? From banging.
This is why we control the microphone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, keep going, John.
No, but what was that? Banging what?
Yeah, I said my back's sore too from banging your mom last night.
Oh, I thought you said somebody else. So, I thought you were trying to give us a glimpse into our into your personal life. No?
Nah.
Nah. Moving on.
So yeah, the blizzard was blizzardy, and we can move on.
It was blizzardy. So right here, let me just show you exactly what I had to deal with when I woke up yesterday at 8:30 in the morning.
Facebook pics. Oh, we got some video.
Oh, video.
Video games.
Yeah, this is exactly what was happening and stuff right
Oh
here.
yeah, it was messed up.
So.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like that.
Shit.
How bad it was. That was insane at 8:30 in the morning.
It kept going too.
Yeah, no, it went on until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, and that's actually honestly like
Holy shit.
those cars aren't that bad. There's tons of pictures I saw online, just cars you could see the antenna just poking out, and it's just covered, like buried.
Yeah, I saw some pictures about that.
It was pretty bad. I enjoyed it though. I like
Some
inclement
fucked up
weather.
Shit. Coming to you live.
Look at that hat.
Blizzard of 2013. It's John C. Riley. The later show weather broadcast.
It's crazy how different the weather broadcast was and everything going on. So, are you guys experiencing a delay? Maybe I'm not sure.
No,
Here.
not really.
Not really.
I don't think so.
Right here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. It's just it's weird me looking at my camera and stuff as far as what's being broadcast, and it just looked like the audio was off. And stuff,
That'll mess you up.
Yeah. It's a little crazy. Here, Ben, say something. Say something that you've always wanted to say into a camera.
Balls.
That works. But the one thing we wanted to, jumping on to from the blizzard to actually what we were able to check out, a small little review of the Devil May Cry video. That Devil May Cry, here, let me just show you some footage exactly of what the first level was like. So this is exactly what the gameplay is like for the first level. And me being a brand new, I never really played the first Devil May Cry video game itself, but I jumped right into the franchise for this game. The new, I consider it kind of like a reboot of the Devil May Cry franchise. And of course, Matt himself was a big fan of the original Devil May Cry game. It's as far as, 1, 2, and 3. So first reactions, Matt, when you first saw me playing this.
My first reaction, because I did see the trailer and stuff like that. So first reaction was Dante looks like a bitch.
Okay. Now why? Because is he too popular? Does he look like a goth emo?
Yeah, he's like an indie hipster kid.
One of those fucking Twilight characters.
Yeah, and I mean honestly, I mentioned it before. Capcom has done that a lot with their male characters in the past decade.
Yeah.
Yes. All their main characters are just very, very, hipster, like, I'm cool, I'm badass, I'm a man. And he's like 18. He's like, no, he's like...
Is he like an 18, 19-year-old character that has to go against the man?
Well, we'll even go to say 21, because you do see him drinking. So I'll say the oldest, 21, 22. But still, like, he's like a little bitch. He's like a 21-year-old in like a 15-year-old's like mindset.
cheesy one-liners and everything.
And I just the cheesy one-liners honestly go very, very well with the series because they worked in the original series.
But the reason why you think that it goes well with the other series is because you could take Dante as the original character seriously, so you were able to ignore the cheesy one-liners.
Absolutely, it's not even ignoring it. You just you get a little chuckle out of him because you're like, he's a badass, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, and original Dante is so much cooler, so much more badass. But that's, I mean, basically, so from what I saw first response, other than that, the game has stayed pretty true from what I've seen to just the setup, the layout, the style factor, the technical stuff,
and the soundtrack itself. Right here, let me see if I can actually bring up the sound for the.
I'm just tearing these fools up.
I don't want to play that. Well, apparently, what is the band? You recognize the band that was actually
it was Noisia
and stuff. Now, how like
they're just electronica, right? Isn't that right, Ben?
Mainly on the dubstep.
Like an industrial
dubsteppy, electronic.
Okay.
So that was cool. I thought that was nice because I mean the original series had a really creepy ambiance music, which was also
they set the scene, but the other one was kind of like everything is all current and stuff. Like you got the hipster look, you got the
so you got
the music, of course, everything is like current and rock. And stuff,
so you got the hard rock and the dubstep, which is cool, and it works really, really well with the series. Because I think the original series was a bit more dark, a bit more dreary. They brightened it up a little bit with this one. I mean, of course, sharper graphics because we're talking about from 2000 to 2013 here. Yeah. So,
was that when the first one came out?
I think 2000. So. I think it was 2000. Well, I'm sorry, maybe 2001, 2, something like that. Early 2000s compared.
I think
to,
it was 1 because
2001. Yep, you're right.
PS2
came out in 2001. Yep. So yeah, that's. I mean, other than that, it looks really cool. I like what they did. What you're seeing there, if you can pan back to that.
Yeah.
Dante goes in and out of limbo to fight these demons, as opposed to the demons just existing in the real world like they did. Yeah,
because you can find a place to put it because it wasn't in current day. It was kind of like a current archaic times, kind of like
Yeah, well, I mean, original
1800s.
No, original Devil May Cry was in present day.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yes.
But shows you how much you know about the original.
No,
series,
it's okay. So. Yeah, it was set in present day, but. Dante actually, it was, but see, in the world of Devil May Cry original, it was an accepted fact that people just, that this was happening.
There's a demon.
Like, I mean, not necessarily like everyday people, but like Dante existed in this world.
There's a Nephilim, and there's a demon hunter, and there's a sprite.
And so. Dante actually owned a demon hunting shop called Devil May Cry. That's what in the original.
Seriously?
Yeah, his like you could go in if you had a demon.
Were their prices fair?
I wouldn't know, but so it was a little more it's a little bit different. I do like what they did with the reboot, and the story looks really cool. The story, of course, was a little cheesy, in the first series, but I mean, you got over it because it was.
Now, is it cheesier than the original? No, is this cheesier than the original?
Only because of the main character Dante.
Really?
Only because of his.
You're just basing it solely on the actual facts.
Yeah, because they could have made him so much more badass. And
I think you just don't like him because he's clean shaven and he has a short haircut. Maybe he's showing off his
so did the
pectoral
original.
Muscles.
So did the original Devil May Cry.
But he had
Dante.
longer hair.
Not really.
Yeah.
He's slightly longer. Same haircut.
Same haircut.
Not same haircut as the original, but slightly longer. White hair. But.
That may be true, but let's forget about the actual view of it, the aesthetic view of the character itself. Gameplay, how would you rate it?
Stays pretty true to the original. I mean, I didn't actually grab the controller myself, but it looked very fluid.
I can tell you right now, the controls are very fluid. It's a comfortable feel. It's easy, and of course, yes, little prompts that say hit this button right here. That's another qualm that even I have.
But the thing is,
put the controller in your hands.
Yeah, press the
X button repeatedly 4 times, but you have to do it in order to proceed.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't blame that. I don't place the blame on this game.
I guess they want to start off people brand new, and they want to get everybody into this game itself. So,
but I wouldn't even call it part of the franchise. That's what every single game is doing now. All of the new games has this tutorial in the beginning, where the tutorial level where it tells you everything that you'd have to do, and it tells you how to perform.
Young kids
all
these
of the
days don't
moves.
want to figure things out for themselves.
Right, exactly. Because back in the day, I mean, I mean, but you also have to keep in mind, even target audience for video games nowadays are the 25 through 35 age bracket.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did not know. I always thought it was younger.
I thought officially it's that, but unofficially it's not.
Well, honestly, I mean, that's it. It is because that's who has the money to blow on these.
That's true.
I mean, and obviously, if your kid wants it, the parents will have to pay for it anyway. But the main, video gamers themselves, obviously range in age from very young to very old. But the main demographic.
Whenever I hear demographics, it always seems askew, just like that picture I saw, like, Black Ops cater toward, like, the 20-year-olds and the 30 years old.
Oh, like the Call of Duty?
Yeah, but it's played mostly by 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
And, like, then what was it? What was the other thing? Pokemon?
Pokemon is geared towards younger kids, but older kids play it.
Like Matt plays it.
I play Pokemon. I fucking love it. But I also grew up with
Silver
it.
Black, man.
And then there was that one guy with
My Little Pony.
Of course, My Little Pony.
And then there's a creeper geek dude. Like, I'm a nerd, but that's just fucking weird. But yeah, so Devil May Cry. From what you played and what I saw, I enjoyed it. I feel like it is a game I would buy, because it retains enough of the original to be a little nostalgic, but still experience it brand new again.
Okay.
Fair enough. Is that good?
No. I like it. I definitely like it.
I can look past Dante. I mean, maybe I have to see a little more of him. Maybe it's just that's the first impression I got. Maybe I have to see a little more of him. I mean, does he change? You played through most of the game. I mean,
he doesn't change aesthetically, but he definitely does get in more weapons as far as.
But what about his cutscenes? Acting any better than what you see in the...
It's okay, but it just seems like it's throughout there, and it's
Yeah.
cheesy throughout because he always has these cheesy one-lines, like when he's battling against a certain TV personality, and he actually has to battle him, like at the end, and like when he beats him, he goes, "You're canceled," and all the cheesy stuff. But it's like...
But it worked so much better with the original, but that's beside the point.
I love the aesthetic. Like, you got to see, like, that level itself when he's going to find the TV station as far as it right here, because he's on a bridge, and they open up a channel for him to jump through, and literally he stands on it, and he falls through the bridge into the water, and then falls right here. So literally, he, like,
it looks really good.
the what do you call it? The
You can even
what's
call
that?
it cinematography?
The cinematography. No. Limbo or whatever he is.
Oh, yeah, he's in Limbo. Yeah,
Yeah, in Limbo.
when he
Limbo
fights all the
itself
demons.
right here is everything is upside down. So when you look up, you're seeing the surface of the water.
Oh, okay.
And then the tower and stuff. So everything is upside down.
That's pretty cool.
So the whole entire gameplay of that whole entire level right there is very good. And when you get in there,
I think
the
that's
boss levels
interesting. I
itself
like
right
that.
here, I definitely enjoy the scoring portion of the game
Yep.
itself right here. How they're keeping judge, how many times you die, how
Oh, yeah.
certain things as far as items.
That's also a crossover from the original
how many souls
series.
you've saved.
Yeah, that's
and
new.
Everything right here. But the boss battles is stuff right here. I battled. I'm pretty much on the last level, so I don't want to spoil anything right here. This is just the industrial.
Yeah, this is like the tutorial level.
As far as for the demo itself. So it's just showing exactly what's going to happen in the first level. It's a quick glimpse exactly of how the gameplay is going on right here. This is a playthrough by the Rad Brad. It's great to watch him with no audio because it just seems really weird that what's going on and stuff. I don't really like to hear him talk because it seems like he repeats himself over and over and over again. So, but yeah, that's pretty much. I would give it right here, just not knowing anything about the Devil May Cry. But the thing is, I enjoy it. I've enjoyed the game. I actually on a release day I bought it, and this is one of the
That's like
few
the first
games.
time you did that, yeah.
Other than the Black Ops 2. That was the first time I actually bought a game on release day or pre-ordered it and got it like when I wanted to, because I was dying to play this game because I was excited for the gameplay. I wasn't disappointed, and the graphics and stuff are great. Of course, there's some characters that make me feel like, they were just, from LA Noire because they just look fake and kind of like plastic, but I think that was the aesthetic they were going for because they're demons trying to imitate humans.
Yeah,
They
I
got all the
noticed that
skin
too.
pull back and everything right there. So
Yeah, I liked that. That was cool. Yeah, so basically I think it's very, very cool. They keep a lot, very, very true to the original.
yeah.
And I can't wait to, get it on PS3.
So PS3, Xbox,
And PC.
coming on to PC
Yep.
itself right here. I would definitely give it a 4 out of 5 just because I really don't want to give, certain games like a perfect score and stuff. It is great to play, but there have been certain times where I feel it's repetitious. And like I had to give it a break on certain. It's almost like you don't want to watch Breaking Bad all the way through like a marathon session and stuff because it
I've been
changes
doing
you. Yeah. How's your brain feeling? You want to kill yourself yet?
No,
Well,
I'm a strong
then
man.
God bless you, sir.
I'm a strong man.
So what? We're
So it's good. Yeah, it looks good
So
to
if
me.
I get an Xbox, I can play with John.
John, me, John.
Yes, you.
Oh yes, me. Of course.
He's making fun of me because I'm going to get an Xbox.
Well, I have an Xbox. I refuse to subscribe to Live.
Screw you.
Yeah.
All right,
I got it for free, so I mean, whatever. But yeah, so Devil May Cry looks real good. Can't wait to play it. I like it. I like it so far. Looks good.
Right and right here, we're going to be playing a quick video just to transition right here onto the show itself. We usually, as you know, my name is John C. Riley. I'm 35 years old. I live in Beverly, Massachusetts, and I'm an audiovisual nerd. I am freely to admit that. Say something about yourself, Matt. That would tell everybody a little bit about your thing.
Well, my name is Matt Gorska, as you already know. I'm 25 years old, 10 years John's junior. And that's totally cool because I share some of the same interests and hobbies as he does as well. So we're all huge nerds here, all of us, and we embrace that, and that's why we're here doing this. And I love computers.
I love Lamp.
I love Lamp. Love Lamp.
So we're gonna cut to a really quick video. This is probably the only thing I actually watched that I actually enjoyed from the Super Bowl last week. So this is somebody losing their mind because their certain team lost, their favorite color scheme lost. So
Yeah, that's how I feel about sports too.
We shall return. Okay.
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 Okay. And okay. Okay.
Grandma, what are you doing?
We lost. We lost. Kaepernick lost.
What are you doing, Grandma?
Kaepernick. We lost. 49ers.
What are you doing?
49ers.
Now I'm gonna have to clean the mess up, like she did for me.
49ers.
Permanent marker, mother.
49ers.
Grandma, that's permanent marker.
49ers.
I guess you're a die-hard 49er fan?
Yes. I want to cry
If
right
they
now.
lose,
she loses.
You gonna put that on my face so Christian didn't.
49ers.
What are you doing, Grandma?
49ers lost.
Oh, the 49ers lost?
Yeah, fucking assholes.
Why are they assholes for losing?
Because
No,
it's
stop.
fun.
Look, it's not gonna come
Fucking
off.
off.
It's not coming off.
Oh,
You're gonna in the morning.
When you sober up, Grandma, you're gonna be pissed.
Marker. Fucking.
Ah! I'm out of here.
Okay, and we're back right now with the later show with John and Matt's, and we're gonna see here, Matt. Ben, move your head a little bit slightly to your left. Bloop. No. Profile shot. You know what the camera is?
Yes.
And it should have been gone.
Like
To my
so
left.
now we have all
After
three. I don't know
all.
if you can see this, but all three of us are in frame together, like profile shot.
Oh, no kidding. Look at that.
So can you see it or no? Okay, yeah, you can see it on the computer itself right here
Yep.
as far as the broadcast. So this is the way it is. So yeah, I don't really like doing this because it seems like we're always profiled and we have to keep a short kind
Oh, yeah.
of.
It's like,
Yeah, there's no.
hi, my name's
room.
Matthew Gorska, and this is Channel 7 News. Like,
Hello, and coming to you live from Beverly, Massachusetts, in a snow surrounded apartment.
Igloo.
I don't know why I'm yelling.
Why are we yelling? I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the later show.
So when I want to look at Ben, though, I still have to look this way, so it's totally cool.
Yeah, so that was the only thing I was talking about, was to look.
Hey, Matt.
Wait, what's going on, John?
Hi, how are you?
I got to look at Ben to look at John.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, John, you want to make out?
That actually did work.
Oh, technology. I love it.
Hey, another thing that we wanted to talk about as far as it was Half-Life.
Oh,
Oh my God! This is actually a project that I wanted to bring up. J.J. Abrams is actually in talks to actually work with Valve to make a Portal and maybe Half-Life movie itself.
Both.
And or so
We all know that Half-Life 3 is going to have both.
could you no? Would they have? Would one be a half movie or like a little mini movie itself?
I think Portal could be like a mini movie.
Could they play like the Portal No Escape movie itself? Have you guys seen the No Escape movie?
I have not.
I have not.
You haven't seen the live action? Let's see if we can bring this up.
I've
and then
seen
we'll talk
that
about
live action like Half-Life 2 trailer thing that someone
right
did.
here.
Yeah,
So-
but someone did that though, and it actually came out really, really good.
so
Did
let's
they
see
do
if
any
we can
more than
fix-
just that one?
I don't know, but I
'Cause
saw
that-
it.
that was
I
really
saw it.
good.
And it was fantastic.
I'm gonna capture it. Gotta catch 'em all.
Pokemon.
Don't give anything away.
Pokemon.
Yeah, we got
All right.
we got something Pokemon related coming up later, but it's
It's
good.
gonna be awesome.
You just gave it
And,
away. You
uh,
could have said
Far
nothing.
away is Mars.
I didn't say what.
How far away is Mars, Matt?
41 million.
How far away is Mars?
All I know is we sent a robot there that's lasering rocks and doing sciences.
And he's very alone.
He's very alone.
So here is reason why I want to do that is I just want to kill time because there was a stupid ad. So this is the Portal. This is a Portal live action Portal movie, and it's called No Escape. So it's pretty interesting how they actually funded and actually made like a small kind of like indie movie that's about 7 minutes itself. So I just want to share with this because this is exactly what we can look forward to, or maybe better if they do make a mini Portal movie.
Well, hopefully better if it's J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, that would be great because you think that J.J. Abrams would do
he's
both
good.
together, or would he do this in conjunction with like somebody else? Like, certain movies, how they get different producers. Would he be a producer? Would
honestly-
he be the director? Would he be everything?
Honestly, I think it would from the vibe that I'm getting from interviews and stuff that was posted from Gabe and JJ.
Yeah.
The vibe I got is basically they were going to collaborate and do it all on their own, like everything.
Fuck it. Do it live.
Because Gabe, he said he's gotten tons and tons and tons of offers and scripts to do a Half-Life movie, and he's read through them all and said this is all junk.
Really?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of stuff on his plate.
He does.
One of these projects, if they all come through, one of them is going to fail because he's not going to be able to put enough of J.J. Abrams into it and stuff because he's being stretched really thin.
Yeah, both of them. I mean, Gabe.
He's going to put his name on it, but he's probably going to give the responsibility to somebody else, like a junior director.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe and JJ both have tons of work they're doing right now. Because, of course, Gabe's running all of Valve, which is responsible for Steam.
Yeah.
All of the gaming stuff. They, so many different aspects of that. They just launched the Big Picture.
What is the big picture?
It's basically makes it more so where like easier to
Console friendly.
Yeah, it's more TV friendly. Like if you wanted to like hook up your computer, your laptop to a TV and like throw it up like with a console style like controller to your computer, and you hit Big Picture, it makes it way more friendly to navigate that on your TV.
So they're trying to make it more TV friendly or more computer monitor friendly?
Console friendly.
Console,
Controller friendly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Steam-
it's already been super computer friendly since it came out.
Now, let me ask you
No,
one
no, I
question.
would disagree
not
with that.
being a
Really? Well, when
I would disagree.
Well, when
with
it
that.
first came out, of course, everything has bugs, but I hated it when it first came out. But a year later, it was fine.
It's centered around the Steam box. Did that come out yet, or is it coming out soon? I forget.
I thought
No,
that was just like a
kind of
prototype.
like a Roku version of the video game console.
Kind of.
Yeah.
There was supposed to be like there was rumors going around that Gabe and Steam and Valve they were going to release a console, and it was basically going to plug into your TV. But I think that evolved into Big Picture.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't
But I mean, they still might do it.
Yeah, I thought they were actually coming out with a device.
Maybe I'm behind on my news, but.
Interesting. But, okay, here's the video itself right here for Portal. This was a live-action short film by Dan Trachtenberger that I actually saw last year that I was a big fan of because he did a really good job in it. We're going to check it out right here. So, all right. The guy who directed this was the director of The Last Man. You guys ever heard of that movie?
Nope.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if I actually do remember watching it. But that would be a bad robot Valve game. So hot.
I like this piano.
Yeah, me too. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
How's the chat looking? Anybody in the chat room?
Nope.
0 people in the chat room. How many viewers do we have?
What are people doing? There's snow everywhere.
Yeah, I know, right?
Should be at home.
On the computer.
On the computer.
Doing shit.
Maybe they were just so disappointed with last week's show that they refused to watch.
We lost everybody.
Nah.
Oh, because you're banned. Just kidding.
I don't want to talk about it.
I love you, Matt.
I love you too, John. This is pretty good, though. This looks pretty sweet.
It gets really good. Creepy ambiance.
Love it.
You know what this reminds me of? A little bit of Old Boy. You guys seen Old Boy? The Korean action movie?
No.
No, I have not.
Really? I definitely recommend you go onto Netflix and definitely check that out. So, it's free. It's in English. I believe it's in English. I'm not
Old
quite
Boy,
sure.
you said, right?
Old Boy.
I've heard of it. I just haven't seen it.
Such a good movie.
Those dips.
Dad dips.
Just getting jacked.
Events, maybe?
It is time.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're gone.
It's time to do a science.
What made her look up there? I don't know, maybe?
She saw something on the wall.
Deus Ex Machina. I could do that no problem in After Effects.
Could you?
No. But
I'm working really hard and trying to do that kind of stuff.
it's cool. It's just, it's very time consuming. Very,
Yeah.
very time
No, I agree.
consuming. Like, they have to literally, like, go in there, like, frame by frame and, like, animate stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I give them so much credit because I do not have the patience for that. Looks super cool, though.
And a lot of these videos that they make nowadays, especially on YouTube, it's not really where, like, you know, it's worth it, but they don't really get paid for it. It's not a big studio kind
Oh,
of
well,
thing.
yeah. So they're doing it because they, A, love it. Whoa. That's cool.
You know what would make this video a whole lot better?
What?
Like hearing the voice from Portal.
Oh, like Gladys?
Yeah, hearing Gladys.
Or the
can-
turrets.
You cannot escape.
There you are.
There you are, yeah.
Now, did you ever see guards like that in Portal 2?
No,
No.
no. Those are very Half-Life 2-esque guards. That's awesome.
And she looks
Yeah,
a
they
little bit
did.
like Lori.
They remind me of the Combine.
Yeah, those are very Half-Life 2 Combine-esque. Now, what'd you say, John?
She looks a little bit like Lori from The Walking Dead.
She does.
She looks a little hot.
I'm getting sick of
this
your
is actually,
shit, Lori.
She's actually pretty closely resembles. What is the name? I can't remember the girl's name.
You know what that reminds me of?
Snow. What the hell's the girl's name from Portal?
I don't know. That reminds me of the Truman Show.
Yeah, very much so.
I love that movie.
It's such a good movie.
Creepy.
That was good.
That was
I liked it.
Not what I was
enjoyed
expecting, but I enjoyed it.
it. What were you expecting?
I was expecting it to be a little more fast paced, kind of like the Half-Life thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
But,
the creepy worked.
But that I like that because that's like when she wakes up and like if you play the game, it's kind of like
I played a portion of the original.
yeah,
Portal
it's kind of
game.
like when you wake up in that, except the room was all glass. But you wake up in a room, you kind of maybe don't know what's going on, and
Yeah.
It's like you were abducted and having a science performed on
You
you.
do not know what is happening.
I was so excited for like when Portal first came out.
Right here.
Seems
Oh,
like-
no, it wasn't at E3. Getting back to actually with J.J. Abrams going on and
CES.
talking about stuff, it was at the DICE Summit.
Oh,
DICE.
dice.
In the coffee and continental breakfast here at the DICE Summit in 2013 didn't wake me up. Then the bombshell at the end of J.J. Abrams and Gabe Newell's opening keynote storytelling across platforms. Who benefits most? I'm not going to have a problem reading this time because I'm not that intoxicated. So that usually happens with this show. We, start drinking quick and soon and often. So the audience or the player, who benefits most? So he was talking about, Bad Robot is looking to make some games with Valve, and they are also looking into making either a Portal or a Half-Life film together. Now my question is, the fact that, like, if they had to choose, if J.J. Abrams had to choose which movie he wanted, which movie do you think would be made?
Half-Life.
Half-Life, easy.
Now, why?
Story, all about that story.
Now,
It's
who is the main character? Who's the main character for Half-Life?
Gordon Freeman.
Gordon Freeman. Who do you think would be the
Mr.
best
Freeman.
person to play Gordon Freeman?
Hugh Laurie.
Do you think so? Because I actually have seen
There was something
Photoshop
online.
stuff. Yes, where they actually put him in
I
there.
can't remember who
Fucking me.
Besides him, I can't remember who else.
No, they were talking. They showed another picture. They were saying, "Oh, who would make a good Gordon Freeman?" And I didn't agree with most of them. I don't know. Honestly, you know who I would pick? Somebody unknown. I wouldn't pick a big actor because Gordon Freeman, isn't he silent? You are Gordon Freeman.
You're telling somebody who's never watched or never played
you haven't
Half-Life.
played-
So I've never
Oh,
played
damn.
Half-Life.
Yeah.
I've never been a really big video game, computer video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not my forte. I've always been a console game player.
One of those
So,
guys.
One of
Yeah,
those
one of
guys. I've
them.
always been like the joystick guy. Let me ask you a question right here. Do you think that there's a good percentage of people on Steam that actually play with controllers, or do you think it's all
No.
keyboard enthusiasts?
Depends on the game.
Honestly, I mean, the only games that make sense on, I can see the controls being a bit weird for the keyboard and mouse would be like games like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. That
Grand-
was my
Grand
first
Theft Auto.
Grand
idea that
Theft
I bring.
Auto, like the games that crossed over from
I
console
tried
to
playing
PC.
Black Ops 2 on keyboard, and I couldn't get
Well,
it.
Really?
No.
Ah.
That's where the keyboard and mouse shine.
First person
Really?
shooters.
Really, because this thing is, it was like the ASD.
WASD is where it's at.
WASD was. So it's like, up, down, left, right, and all that stuff, and then using the mouse to move around.
That's like crazy talk for me. That's first person shooters. I refuse to play them on console. I will not do it.
To be fair, in your defense, Mr. John,
Yes, sir.
when I went to San Diego recently to visit my friend, he has an Xbox. We were playing Black Ops. I've never been a fan of playing shooters on console either.
I have two words
But
for you: assisted aiming.
I turned that shit off.
But they have it.
Fuck that shit.
The fact that they have it means they shouldn't.
They have it for mouse as well. Like
Nope.
Yeah, they do.
I've never seen it.
But anyway, continue with your story.
He was like, "Oh, come on, let's play Xbox." And I was like, "All right, I'm not very good at this, and I'm good at shooters on mouse and keyboard."
Uh-huh.
So I was a little nervous, but after a couple of days, I got used to it, and it's not so bad. But so I kind of appreciate it more, but I still prefer the mouse and the keyboard.
Interesting.
So, but it's all about what you know. If you started playing shooters on a console,
Yeah.
you're obviously going to be more comfortable there.
Exactly. It's almost like manual and automatic transmission as far as, whatever
That's why
have already
nobody
started.
nobody should start driving on automatic. Just
I'm too late. You know what's I saw something on the internet that said U.S. Theft preventer, and it showed the manual stick shift.
yep, that's me.
Yeah, we both shared that. I got it.
See,
From
I'm
Ben.
automatic, so I just, for some reason, I just can't multitask like that. I can't. Be
It becomes second
driving and
nature
then
after a
right
while.
here.
But to be fair, I learned how to drive on automatic, and I said when I buy my first car, it's going to be manual because I hate driving automatic. I want to feel like I'm doing something when I drive.
One of the few.
I know, and I'm weird because of that.
Really? I want to check this out. Rich just dropped a bombshell on me, so let me just see if I can bring up.
You dropped a bomb.
But that is actually a really good,
Baby.
what here? Really good idea as far as Rich just let me know that via chat that Christian Bale is probably going to be the star of the Old Boy remake, U.S. version. The movie itself is really great because the fact that like it has to do with like a shithead, like an alcoholic, drunk, whatever, gets into fights a lot, has a kid, doesn't respect his family and all that stuff right here. And apparently he wronged the wrong person early in his life, and they kidnap him and they put him in almost like a little hotel room. And he can't get out. He's locked in there. And he's like, sir, what did I do? What did I do? Because he's just being let out of the police station for, disorderly conduct and being drunk and stuff.
Word.
So somebody just kidnaps him while he's going to see his kid. And they put him in this room. And he has no idea while he's there. They just feed him and close the door. They trank him so he falls asleep. But he's in that room for 16 years.
Damn.
Wow.
And he tries to kill himself a bunch of different times. And then just out of nowhere, he just for some reason he's allowed to he just wakes up outside in the real world. And this is after 15, 16 years of being imprisoned, and now the person that's imprisoning him is calling him and fucking with him and everything, all just because for some reason something that he may have did when he was younger and stuff. So
That's fucked up.
yeah, it is spoilers, but I'm just trying to say exactly what the premise of the movie is.
No spoilers. That's fine. It's
No,
just
it's not a spoiler itself right here. That's the premise of the movie. As far as he was a shithead, he was captured, put in jail for a long time, and then released. That's pretty much all I'm going to say about the movie. So, but let me just look up Christian Bale. Right there, old boy. Right there.
I'm old boy.
Considers Bill. Oh, really? Okay. Really? Spike Lee may be directing this, so that's going to be really interesting. So, but Christian Bale might be the bad guy in this movie. So he's the antagonist. Who would be the protagonist, Rich? Tell me via chat how you did, or if you want to call in, we can have a fourth person in the show. That would be great, so we can actually talk about this because Rich, it seems like you're familiar with this movie itself. So, it's really about family. That's what's important. Yeah, I don't know if you could consider that a spoiler or not, but that is something that somebody has read here. But that is really cool. That they're talking about that because I really wish you guys would watch that because you guys consider the actual movie itself. So it's probably one of my favorite all-time Korean movies. Probably one of my all-time favorite foreign movies.
I haven't seen a lot of Korean movies, so I don't know if I can really talk about
Well, I have
that.
it on DVD, and you can watch it in English, so you don't have to watch the subtitles.
Oh, I prefer subtitles. I like subtitles.
I prefer subtitles, but the thing is, I've watched a gamut of Japanese movies and Korean movies and Chinese movies. I literally was brought up with that. And one of these days, maybe on a Saturday afternoon, while I'm free, we could actually do that, the VCD. So the video collection domination. So Ben, you're more than welcome. The more the merrier when we come here and we're able to do this because we're able to actually watch movies and then share it. Either share it on the screen or just watch it and have you guys sync up with it and stuff because it's going to be old school martial arts films or old school foreign films. Maybe you can watch Old Boy one of these days and have that and then just stream it live and then have the collection the actual hard copy of it for anybody who wants to watch it later on and stuff per request only. So because we just want to make sure that we can get around the whole maybe the logistics of everything as far as copyright. So maybe we have a small little video and we talk over it. Who knows? We can maybe get away with it and stuff. But
yeah, we'll have to see what we can do with that.
speaking of, just to jump back, I just want to say something because I forgot to say something during the snowstorm itself that we were talking about. I learned how to drift today. I learned how to race drift today in the snow.
And an automatic.
In an automatic.
Front wheel drive automatic. But to be fair, he drives a Mitsubishi Lancer. Same year as my old one, but mine was manual. His is automatic.
Yeah, but the thing is, I knew exactly because I was watching Top Gear, and I know a lot of drift. They
Hey,
were saying
at least he watches Top Gear. Wait, American or Britain?
No, the British one.
Yeah, okay.
So I was
yes,
actually
good.
watching the original one because they were learning how to with the trucks. Like they're doing all these different trucks where they're all decatoras, like the large Japanese kind of style transit, cargo trucks.
Yes.
They were bringing around, and this guy was actually drifting with a truck.
That's crazy.
But the thing is, I was learning because, of course, it's covered in snow outside, and the fact that I was going around in corners, and I was like, there's nobody around, so I might as well try it. So I gun it right here, and then right here I press the brake, and then the emergency brake, and I spin like here. It's crazy when you hit the brake itself on an automatic. You're moving like this way. But if you hit the brake and stuff right here, you got to turn a separate way. Like the emergency brake, the back two tires are going to be cut out and stuff. So it's like either that or is it two back tires or the two front tires that make you turn like this way and stuff. Because it's like when I was driving, you move around like this. But when I was hitting the emergency brake, I was like this. No, I was actually like this. Shh. So it was actually going around in a corner.
It's
like
funny
this.
listening to him
So it's
explain this.
It is.
It's fun.
It was so much fun. I was
is
like,
fun.
yeah, because I was actually able to do it because the thing is, there's not a lot of cars out there and a lot of stuff. It's like, transit has been, it feels like the end of a war.
Yeah.
Because it seems like, or a big battle because we battled against the snow and it's finally over when it stops snowing and everybody gets back to living again. It's like, it seems like Morgan Freeman should get on the TV and say
I'm so
something.
pissed that I have to go back to living tomorrow.
So
I
do
really enjoyed
so do
this.
I. So, but we all had to go back to work. But I'm just glad that I was actually able to be off the entire length of the storm from Friday all the way till today and stuff. So that's been a really great thing that I've actually been very happy for and very fortunate about. So, but okay, well, we carried a lot of different things. We played the Furby commercial, and
Hysterical.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We talked about Devil May Cry going on right here.
Grandma, what are you doing? Stop.
Stop!
Fresh pots.
Scott Stapp.
Scott Stappett?
Scott.
Oh.
Scott Stappett.
Scott Stappett?
Scott Stappett.
Scott, mom, stop,
Stap.
stop,
Stap.
stop,
Scott.
stop.
Scott
What does
Stapp.
Rich have to say?
From Creed.
6532 is not working. Why is it not working? Are we up on Skype?
867.
Oh,
I
course, 'cause
didn't
we're
hear.
no longer-
I didn't hear the Skype noise.
867.
Need that Skype noise.
Bloop.
And do we hear? Oh, yeah.
Love it. Love
Bloop.
it.
Okay, phone lines are open right now.
Best noise ever.
978-522-6532 or Skype us at johnc.riley. We are now accepting calls here on The Later Show.
Too bad Microsoft bought Skype.
I still want dessert.
It does, but the thing is they're not getting rid of Skype itself right here because I know that, you remember when the flip cams were out? You remember flip cams?
Flip cams.
Flip cams, they were like the little pocket.
Yeah, I remember.
recorders
Yeah.
Right here.
It doesn't matter anymore because everyone has HD on their phone.
Pretty much, yeah. But they were bought out by another conglomerate, and then they just wiped them out. They're like, we're not selling anymore. So anybody who has that, as far as a small little niche, it's almost like mini disc recorders, like the ability to record on a mini disc. Nobody really has that anymore.
Well,
And
that was still. It was never popular consumer wise, really, but it was pretty
I loved it.
popular
I loved it
in
because
recording, wasn't it?
That was around the same time that I was working for WFNX, which is a station that no longer exists for alternative music. It's now back with electronic music and EDM and everything going around there. But I remember when it was a rock station, I was interning there. That was huge, and everybody was using that for many interviews, and they had stuff going around. So literally, we were able to pirate a lot of stuff and
when
go to
I
concerts.
when I did the radio station at Framingham State, they had a mini disc there, and that wasn't even that long ago.
Mini disc.
Give me that laser disc.
Speaking of Laserdisc, and I actually have a contest. If anybody wants to, we're going to develop a contest, and the winner gets the entire collection of the Star Wars franchise original movie before the added special effects on Laserdisc.
Fucking good.
If you guys want to, we're going to be developing a contest, and we're going to be giving that away. Also,
Word.
I might be giving away a free copy of Skyrim for the Xbox 360 coming up soon. Stay tuned for that.
We don't have that kind of budget.
I have that kind of budget.
Oh wow.
I have that kind of budget because I'm all about that and stuff. You know who's all about that right here? Who's so passionate about his life and his lifestyle?
Can I take a guess?
Take a guess.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and say Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage right here. Nicolas Cage.
Oh, hi. Hi, I'm Nicolas Cage, and this is a song for you. My favorite things, my favorite things. Blue jeans, see a red-haired girl. Sweet peanut butter, slow burning candle. Cup of tea and a good book. The dance of the reindeer, and also Pachinko. Yeah, Pachinko. Pachinko was so good.
What? Good old YouTube.
So,
Sell out.
you're twins.
No, we're triplets.
Triplets.
Pachinko!
The what? Why'd you pause?
Those YouTubes.
The YouTubes?
Buffering.
Buffering.
YouTube is real.
I know.
Did we talked about
Yeah,
that
we
once
talked about
again?
that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, apparently you don't remember.
Well, yeah. One time I was like, I called it YouTube, and Ben was like, "That's not real." I said, "You want to bet?" So I Googled it, and we went to YouTube.
I'm on my way, Japan. Pachinko makers.
That 80s Ferrari.
I like it.
Or was that a 90s? Late 80s, early 90s.
Nicolas Cage さん、日本の印象は
I love all of Japan. I love sushi. I love Mount Fuji.
私は日本のすべてが好きです。寿司、富士山、全部好きです。他にお好きなものはありますか
There it is.
I love Pachinko.
Pachinko maker Sankyo. One day I caught a cab.
I love the story.
The driver said to me, "Today you're my first customer, and maybe my last." I got off the seaside. The fisherman said, "Today I didn't catch a thing. This summer's not going to be a good season." On the way home, a young woman called out to me, and she said, "Nobody wants to date me. Again, I'm going to bed alone again. Everyone's having really bad luck, but I'm having good luck." Sorry.
Sorry.
What a dick. This is how the rest of the world views Americans.
What the heck is going on around here? I'm all year long. Whoa. I don't understand. Yeah. That's all right. Yeah. Okay, hold out. Pachinko. Sankyo.
I don't get what's going on with that. Why is that the way it is? I don't know.
I fucking love Japan.
Why do you fucking love Japan?
Because their culture is the most unique, I would say, as far as any modern society, because it's such a blend of old style culture trying to blend with new Western culture.
That's what happens when you have an extended period of isolationism.
I fucking love it. I think that we should do that.
Fucking genius.
We should.
Why?
U.S.
Fire the world police.
Go U.S.
Yeah, fire the world police. We need to focus on ourselves and our economy and our education, our own people. We need to stop helping everybody and just focus on ourselves for a little while, and then maybe later we can, hang out.
I was totally trying to catch the 30-minute mark, but I didn't. So it caught you right while you were talking and stuff. So I was like, there's no sense. Let's just play it for a couple more seconds.
Play him off, keyboard cat.
Just play him off. Just keep going. Who cares? Who really cares? I'm Nicolas Cage. I love this. What's going on?
And I was in Face Off.
Pachinko. Hi.
I fucking love Pachinko.
Nicolas Cage is the worst.
I hate him. I hate him so much. But although that kind of renewed my faith in Nicolas Cage.
It was kind of funny.
That's super good.
It's like, other people other celebrities like Kiefer Sutherland doing his role as Jack Bauer making commercials for cookies in Japan.
Really?
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Right here. Let me see if I can do this real quick right here. Jack Bauer, Japanese commercial. Right here, Calorie Mate.
Calorie Mate. But that's also why I love Japan.
Yes. Yes.
My bad. I thought it was a commercial right here for Japan. Jeez, really? RoboCop fried chicken?
Lottehem fried chicken.
What?
Lottehem fried chicken.
발라먹으니까 실감나게 맛있습니다.
What?
손날개 더 주세요.
Do I have to even bother saying and trying to prove my point why Japan is awesome? Please.
뼈 없는 닭튀김.
Lottehem fried
Please.
chicken.
Dozo.
Why? Why, Matt? Why is this happening?
I fucking love it. I don't know.
I don't get it.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Come quietly and there would be dinner. That is a translation that Rich gave us via text message. So
Does Rich know Japanese?
no, I think he was just being facetious, my friend.
No.
Trying to be funny.
That'd be cool though.
Talking about another weird thing that's in tech news today. So the FCC is trying to actually create a free wireless network for everybody out there in the entire U.S.
You know how I feel about the FCC?
Fuck that.
Right here, State of the Web Digital Trends calls.
He didn't even
why the
acknowledge me.
FCC's free super Wi-Fi plan is probably too good to be true. They're talking about how they're actually trying to integrate something right here. According to the Washington Post, generated some chainsaw-level buzz with a report that says that the Federal Communications Commission that has plans to roll out free super Wi-Fi across the U.S. could be so powerful and broad in reach that consumers could actually use it to make calls or surf the internet without paying a cell phone bill every month. Sounds good, right? Maybe. Sadly, it's probably too good to be true. Why?
Super Wi-Fi desu ka?
That could be brought to you by the Japanese people.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you very much. The name Super Wi-Fi is really just a marketing term for once. It's almost like the right to work. Like I was
right to
told by
repair.
my cousin.
Your what now?
Gondo.
My cousin was talking about there's a thing against the unions as far as it's fucked up in certain businesses. They call it the right to work.
Goddamn right.
And the right to work is kind of fucked up because the thing is that allows the company, as far as
Dear
corporations, to control that a certain, no health care, certain hours, but unions are there to protect people against that, apparently. And, regardless of what side you're on, you could spin it regardless of the way. But that kind of it almost sounds like in the military when they used to say you've been awarded punishment. Or you've been awarded disciplinary actions.
You rock discipline.
Our discipline. But it says right here the name Super Wi-Fi is really just a marketing term for one type of signal that can be transmitted over what is known as a white space spectrum.
Star Wars shit.
White space spectrum is an unused portion of the electromagnetic spectrum that exists between television channels.
Damn.
These channels don't carry Jeopardy or any other shows. I love when those jokes are okay. The benefit of the white space network is potentially vast, blah, 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 blah. Right here, they're trying to get internet to get online according to the AFC.
It can penetrate buildings.
Furthermore, the really open
That's what it says.
Right here.
That is what it says. I can read too.
But it's the FCC's plan. Now, the thing is, we could read this and totally go over it, but this is one person's perspective. Coming from a person that hasn't read this and it's totally new to you, how would you see this as a benefit pro? How would you see it as a pro for us?
I think. Do you want to go first, Ben?
Go for it, Ben.
Because I mean, if I let him talk first, he's just going to talk about unions
Ben,
and Republicans.
You're an internet person.
and
You're an internet guy. You work in this as professional as far as you provide an internet service for your clients and everything right there. So right?
Yeah, it's all on different lines, but I mean,
it's around the same. It's relevant because it's sort of like internet, broadband. You're an IT guy working with computers.
I guess
you don't sell.
It's a good idea, but I feel like how are they going to there's going to be a way to generate revenue. There's going to be ads. There's going to be something. There's no way they give it away for free. So that's I think why it says too good to be true. And without reading the whole article, that's what I'd have to guess.
Coming in from the text message land, Rich says, does the FCC plan to use the homeless people as mobile hotspots?
Yes.
That's a good question right here. I think that they're going to implant them with certain things that are going on. It'd be interesting how they would use it as mobile hotspots. Maybe
the V-chip. It is real.
V-chips, they implant it right here, and they pay them a small stipend as far as, maybe $50 a week.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
can get the booze
Hi.
and stuff right here.
Hi.
But make sure that they're mobile and walking around. They can't stay in one particular area.
Absolutely.
They can only stay in one region because they're providing it for this street. So this is their home. It's like their territory. They have to stay in this general area.
Well,
if they wanna keep getting paid.
apparently that white noise is very powerful. It can travel very, very long ways. I don't know, the white noise. I'm sorry, the white spectrum, white space spectrum, providing free quote unquote Wi-Fi to everybody. I don't know. I mean, I can see the corporations stopping that very, very early. You get your AT&T, your Verizon, your Comcast. They're going to be like, no, we make money on this. Why should people get it for free?
It's interesting how a lot of stuff right here, they have a challenging way of actually doing it and actually accomplishing it, but also along with the technical aspect, they also have a lot of logistical things that they have to jump hurdles over, as far as the fact that AT&T, Mobile, and Verizon are actually fighting them because they have all argued that the FCC should instead try to sell the spectrum to businesses. Cisco argues that it may interview people about how do you feel about this? It may interfere with the actual wireless signals as far as they're sending out. And also the NBA, the National Broadcasting Association, has been fighting efforts to free up the white space since 2004. This is what I'm reading, short little clips right here on the blurb. But the thing is, it would be great if they could actually do this, but what is the real technical aspect? What is the reality of this? I'm saying that if the FCC does provide free wireless access for everybody, the fact that it would be censored. That's a way for them to control the media.
Hillary Clinton.
So it's a net neutrality. Is that what they call it?
Neutrality.
Net neutrality.
I'm gonna neuter me some internets.
Yeah, I wrote a paper on net neutrality a couple years ago for my composition class, because we had to write about something, and I don't like anything that the topics they gave me, so I was like, I'm gonna pick my own.
Well,
I did that.
Well,
but
if your professor's good, he'll let you.
Yeah, I got a good grade on it, but
what is the essence of net neutrality?
So it all has to do with what traffic gets where first.
Okay.
So Comcast, Verizon, any of the other ISPs, basically what they want to do is have businesses pay to have their packets routed more efficiently, shall we say, or quickly than, let's say, your TV show, your podcast rather.
Yeah.
Because you don't pay a fee. Now maybe if Justin.tv paid enough to get their traffic, because you go through their website, but it's all about they want money to get you there faster.
And that's all about what it is.
And that sucks, because it'll squash kind of I hate the word grassroots, but that kind of innovation where people come up with ideas on the internet and they might be nobody, and since they have nobody to back them, they won't get hurt anymore.
Okay.
So
but my question as far as censorship, as far as will websites like 4chan and certain things that provide like Game Link and pornography websites, will those exist in a free wireless internet? Probably not. Because the thing is, if they're gonna throw it on us, I see them throwing it on this, saying we're providing this service, which is obviously something you can't live without, and the only way to get it is we're gonna provide it with a stipulation.
So what you're saying is we're turning into China.
That's
North Korea.
That's possible.
Well, North Korea doesn't even have internet itself right here. They're still using.
Well, Kim Jong Il did.
Yeah, he has all of it. All of North Korea's internet.
But he's
he
dead.
has it.
He's dead now, but his son does.
Kim Il Sung. Yeah.
Yeah. Kim Jong Un.
Kim Jong Un.
I think that's his.
Kim Jong Un. Kim Il Sung. I'm thinking about somebody else.
Yeah.
Kim Il Sung. I think that was probably his younger son. His older son, maybe. No, Kim Il Sung was, I think, the leader, the one that's a godlike, the one who will be president forever.
Glorious leader. Well, that was Kim Jong Il. But either way, he has all the internet and he has all of the American bourbon. No, I'm sorry. It's brandy. Is he like brandy, or what is he like?
I don't remember.
He wrote a book about American movies.
Yeah.
Yes, that's available on Amazon.com. Honestly.
Nah, I believe you.
It's crazy.
It's so funny.
But I see that happening right there, as far as trying to turn it out that way. And if they do decide to do that way, then they'll find a way. Then AT&T will find a way of getting around it, or certain Verizon will get around to saying that, and then they'll be able to make money once again by saying, we have access to this, but we have a way to get around the filters to provide you with content that is unfiltered or uncensored.
In the end, what it is
it's almost like a free ad with pop-ups.
It is, Ben, is
What is it?
Is big government trying to take over everything, and
This free Wi-Fi
and
thing?
we need to stop Obama because it's
You're trolling me so bad.
because it's all his fault that we are turning into communist China. He's a socialist and must be stopped.
What?
He's trying to troll me wicked bad.
What?
I'm trying to keep it off the politics because that was your wish.
Just keep it away. Keep
But-
it away.
I don't know that the I don't think they. I guess they could make up the rules if they license this new band, but I don't see them censoring it. I don't know.
It would be interesting. Oh my God, they actually had something on here. Rich actually found
on
a news report.
money.cnn.com. Oh my God.
Oh,
Let's
so
see
it's not original idea.
It's not a joke. It's not something that they actually brought up right here. They actually have something that let's share right. Turning homeless into 4G hotspots. And it's brought to you inside Austin. Of course, the trendy Austin, Texas is going through right here.
Super hipster indie.
Right here.
Trash.
It sounds like a headline from The Onion, but it's true. A project called Homeless Hotspots is turning homeless Austin residents into mobile wireless hotspots outside the Southwest Convention Center. Now, why would they do that? I'm Melvin, a 4G hotspot. Red's a t-shirt of a participant, Melvin Hughes. SMS HH Melvin to really. That's access is pay what you want through $2 for 15 minutes of suggested donation. Really. They actually, and it was brought to you at South by Southwest.
That's interesting. Is that sponsored by the providers like AT&T?
Yeah,
and
like
Verizon?
actually, that's who's.
So do they get these homeless people get paid for this?
Yes, they do. I believe that they get a certain stipend for pretty much acting as a mobile hotspot. So they probably get like a small thing. I think this video that we're about to play right here.
So they don't need handouts from the government anymore.
Some people. That's only in Austin, Texas.
Here at South by Southwest, everybody's looking for the next big breakthrough technology.
Sorry, Ben.
4 years ago, this is where Twitter really debuted. A couple years ago, this is where a lot of people started using Foursquare, the check-in service. This year, a lot of people are talking about social discovery apps, these apps that really allow you to discover people around you.
So Highlight is an app that helps you learn more about the people around you. So the basic idea is that if you have the app installed, I could see all the friends that we have. There's someone near me that I think
The gentleman sitting next to you used to work at
want the
Google.
hotspot.
We're not trying to help people get you with friends of friends in the corner that you
normally see is that, hey, why would I just
I
say,
feel like
yeah,
that's
it's really rewarding. I'm
totally
getting in
not
that
even
ecosystem out.
not even
That was
relevant.
completely waste of my time right here.
And now for something completely different.
I know. Well, when did this article come out?
When this article
Yeah,
came
when
out,
was this published?
Let's see right here. This
Should be
was
at the top.
back in
March 2012, almost a year ago.
yeah, okay, so about 2012. It was interesting how they talked about that. Thank you very much, Rich, for pointing that out. The fact that this was actually a reality. They would probably walk around with backpacks or certain hotspots as far as how they came out with the Verizon's 4G stuff. So like
I have one of those little hotspots.
Yeah, like they would hold these and they provide an access code and they have their name. And if you want to do this, here's a code that will last like 15 minutes and everything right here. If you want more, come back to me and you pay this amount of money and stuff. So it was really interesting how I knew what I would say. Yeah, it says Hughes is carrying a Verizon MiFi 4G hotspot. Texting his code sends back his network password, which is the recipient can use to suck down a few minutes of fast broadband access. A scarce commodity in South by Southwest. It drew more than 200,000 visitors to Austin.
Pay what you want. That's
Pay
interesting.
what you want. $2 for 15 minutes, right here, and I'm pretty sure that they're getting probably minimum wage, baby. So why is your camera still
Broken.
Why is your camera still?
Oh no,
Ben's dead.
Right there.
I'm very dark right now.
Bum, bum,
Hey,
bum.
there's the light.
Dark.
For some reason, it just keeps changing and stuff right here. So let's click off of that so we don't have to worry about that. So
I see light.
we can move on to that right here. I think we're ending. We're coming to the end of our show.
Oh wow!
So
that was a lot of content.
It was, yeah. It was definitely a lot of content right
good.
here. Oh, okay. This is definitely something I wanted to bring up right here. It was pretty much. I remember talking to this off air. We were talking about how there was a comparison made by a website called UniverseToday.com, and they talked about they had an article by this guy called Jason Major, and it was pretty much I wouldn't say it was published. It was written. It was posted. How do you say that in the electronic age? You can't really say it was printed.
You can say published.
Published.
You can still say published.
Could you still say published?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was published around January 30th of 2013, and it pretty much brought to you a perspective of the cost of exploring space. Space meaning, out there in the regions, as far as Mars, outside in the orbits, space stations and everything right here. But it says film versus reality. And it was certain things how they made a comparison in a graph. How certain people were going on right here. This says the cost of exploring space, film versus reality. And they go around and they show different stuff right here. Let's see if I can get a better screen capture of this. Right here, select area, and then we'll capture this area right here. So, all right. So you can see right here as far as a comparison, if we shuttle down right here on this website, it just shows you exactly what the comparisons are as far as Space Shuttle USA's movie, their launch cost versus movie budgets itself. They're getting up there as far as it costs itself. Whether they're good movies, popular movies, horrible bombs like John Carter, or great movies that were really, I'm losing words right here. Good. Let's use a simple word like good. Revolutionary, I would say, but very good. Other movies like Men in Black, 3, WALL-E, Armageddon, certain things that are going on right here. But it says, this is where the comparisons really blew my mind as far as right here. This is something that I had to look, and I had to look upon, and it blew my mind. It's just as far as the U.S. cinema budget, $10.6 billion right here. That's more than the space program budgeted of China, France, and India combined. Then they start getting into more bigger things, bigger movies, bigger franchises itself right here. Like right here, as you can see, the total cost of the Star Trek film series is $983 million. That's more than UK's, Canada's, and Norway's space budgets combined at $958 million. And enough to launch 6 European Arianes 44Ls. I'm pretty sure that those are rocket, as far as computer-guided rockets, not missiles itself right here. Because I actually looked up some of these different ones right there. They were unmanned aircrafts that were sent out, whether it be exploration, sending out satellites, and everything else like that. So the budget for the forthcoming Star Trek Into Darkness alone is enough to launch 10 Pegasus XLs. Those are the U.S.-based unmanned drones or aircraft, space rockets that are sent up in the into the atmosphere. So, don't quote me. I don't want anybody on Twitter or anything going out, or anybody in the chat correcting me. This is just stuff that I've looked up, stuff that I've, viewed on the internet itself right here. But of course, Matt, can you see right here as far as the total cost of the Star Wars films?
I like this one. Hold on.
Total cost of the Star Wars film series is $635 million. That's just over half of India's space budget in 2010 at $1.24 billion. That's enough to launch 47 Russian rockets or 12 Chinese Long March 2Es.
47. Cheap and effective.
That's what the Russians are.
Okay, and this is the other thing right here. Ben, if you could actually read the last one. This is the earth-shattering one. This is the one that I just thought was just insane.
Yes. Prometheus, the latest installment in the Alien franchise, had a budget of $130 million. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI, scans radio signals from across the universe in the hope of finding alien civilizations. Their major satellite array has annual running costs of $2.5 million. Prometheus's movie budget would be enough to keep the search for real aliens going for another 52 years.
That's crazy. And the fact that, I'm looking at that and sort of trying to take that all in. It's okay taking the budget for Prometheus and adding into the now present day equivalent of certain
Prometheus.
No, because the thing is, if they're actually able to put Prometheus itself right here. This is just talking about as far as SETI and the scans that we do from Earth. We're not talking about space exploration, sending out a crew, putting them in cryostasis, sending them to a far-off planet to investigate hieroglyphics and find an ancient avatar kind of race. That would probably pale in comparison, because the thing is, that's going to be a whole lot more, I feel, as $130 million. But the thing is, right now, based on our alien research that we do in present day as far as space, whether it be SpaceX or SETI or NASA or anything right here, they're just basing it on what we have now. But what we have later on in the future could cost more, because as far as SpaceX is working on the fact that they're going to be doing kind of like a commercial transit transportation, as far as commercial visits to other planets.
Yeah, is Richard Branson involved in this?
Richard Branson, the guy who created id, like ID software.
Yes.
Yes, the guy who does on
like Duke Nukem.
Yes, Duke Nukem. Yes, the guy who created Duke Nukem
I'm gonna
and
rip your
Quake.
head off and shit down your neck.
The man behind that, I can't remember what his name is right here. Let me see if I can look it up real quick right here.
Blow it out your ass. Blow it out your ass.
Because I know that there's three. There's currently three private space companies.
You're an inspiration for birth control.
Because they have SpaceX.
The epitome of awful one-liners.
But once again, Duke Nukem is a badass, and it's
motherfucker,
and it's supposed to be corny, and that's why it's good.
Yeah. No, I agree.
You don't take that series seriously.
No,
you don't. So that's fine. But yeah, no, they're looking to send to pave the way for that. They're looking to send a few people permanently onto Mars to live there after they send up some like.
Yeah, I saw some
space
on that online.
Yeah, some space like permanent space settlement.
Yeah, the ad was like, "You're not coming back."
Yeah, and they're gonna send up like so many people.
I can think of some people I'd send for there.
Oh, me too.
Getting back to
because there's no way to get back.
You have SpaceX, which is a privately owned space exploration company that's actually had a lot throughout like 2012. They actually had successful launches from Cape Canaveral, as far as NASA was able to let them use their airspace as far as being able to send out their stuff. But they actually had the SpaceX Dragon X, which was a commercial kind of like a pod spacecraft that they sent off. One that was unmanned into the space station, and the other one that was sent out with gear as far as supplies to the space station that was up there. Both were successful right here. So SpaceX is right now the front runner. The people that are in second places, I would see, just as far as my experience and seeing what I've had, is Armadillo Aerospace, which is owned by John Carmack. He's the guy who created id Software, or ID Software, the man behind Duke Nukem, Doom 3, Quake, Wolfenstein 3D, Commander Clean, and everything right here. And it's just the guy is just like a genius, multi-millionaire. But the thing is, everything is pretty much done through as far as in Texas right here, Amarillo, Texas, I believe. Yeah, Armadillo Aerospace. Lead engineer. So he's a game developer, but on his free time, he's a rocket scientist.
Fresh pots.
And he also works on Lamborghini engines for fun.
For fun.
So it's just it's crazy.
So he's a genius. Basically.
Sounds like he does harder work in his free time than he does for his real.
He considers it actually fun, but when you consider hard luck, like it's insane how different things you go about doing. You want to focus on certain things. You want to develop like the greatest thing. But I'm like Erjan. No, it's not Erjan. I'm trying to think about the actual person that's actually involved with the Hopefully we're still broadcasting, because it seemed like.
Oh yeah, we are. It's just the camera's on me though.
Right here, I just want to make sure that the audio is going through. So right here, and we're still calling for a second. Let me see if I can do this, and we do this, and right here, and it's still stuck. It's still stuck on you. See, this is what happens.
Stuck on you.
Right here.
This is what happens when you don't believe in God.
Oh, it's literally stuck. Oh no, there you go. Okay,
No, it's
okay.
it's on me. It's working. It's just me.
It's just
me
you,
all the
so
time.
it just seems like we're still trying to get the kinks out as far as Vid Blaster. I do appreciate Brian Brushwood of Schwood.com and Famous Magician, host of NSFW, for helping me out on certain Skype problems. But right here, we're trying to solve the whole entire Vid Blaster freezing up, because we can see the levels coming in right here. That's good. But as far as being able to transition, there we go.
You're
okay.
dead.
And we have that stuff right here. So let me just see. We're going to be wrapping up the show in about 5 minutes, but I wanted to share one. You guys are on Netflix, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Right here, Matt. What was as far as recommendations for for the from Netflix for anybody who wants to check out certain things. Anything on the internet that you would definitely recommend to people checking out?
Yeah, well, I mean, as far as anime, I've watched a decent amount of anime.
Oh yeah,
lately.
you were talking about Initial D.
Yes, Initial D, after a quite long hiatus of like 5 to 6 years, has finally come out with a new first few episodes of a new season that are just getting re-subbed and dubbed and all that fun stuff, dub into English. I saw the first 5 episodes of that new season of Initial D. Awesome, brings me back, super nostalgic. And I'm also finishing up Gungrave, also a very, very good anime. I would recommend those.
Now, what is Gungrave about?
It's about
Grave Guns.
Grave Guns. No, a mafia organization. It's actually quite an intertwining, like it's quite an intelligent plot line. It's about this guy Brandon Heat, who is he's a punk. He grows up with a bunch of his friends and gets involved with the mafia, and it just shows you his rise through the ranks of the mafia, and then there's a twist, a very The Village-esque twist.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Shamalama Ding Dong.
Shamalama.
And I'm not going to give it away, but it's really good. If you like anime, if you like good anime, it's 10 years old, 2003. I can't believe I just got around to watching it. Super good. And just got to play him out, Keyboard Cat.
Okay, Matt, thank you very much. Now, Ben, can you tell me exactly, do you have any recommendations on Netflix right now or anything online?
Yes. House of Cards, new Netflix original series with Kevin Spacey.
Okay.
Netflix original?
Yes, it is exclusive to Netflix.
Is it really?
It is.
It's almost like Lilyhammer.
So they've signed it for 2 seasons of 13 episodes each. I think they've already filmed all of them.
Okay.
But they released all 13 of the first season at once, which is good for people who like to watch TV shows
like
straight
me.
through. Yeah, like I for instance, The Walking Dead, which returns tonight.
Yeah, tonight, that's the reason why we're going to try to wrap it up in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, I never watched it up until, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago.
Okay.
But
Same here.
I watched it on Netflix and just kept watching it through, and I was like, I love this. This is paced really well.
It's on Netflix?
And then, yes, it is.
I didn't even know that.
And then when I talked to, I think it was Matt and some other people said, like, some of the episodes are hit or miss. And I find that when you get to watch them in a row, it's paced well.
Okay.
So, but that's because it's a TV. It's written for TV, so you got the kind of the issue,
an hour long
conflict
like
and resolution between every commercial break, which is awful.
Okay.
House of Cards, although it's a series, is flows like a movie. It's there's no interruptions. Everything's very fluid. It's not
because it's a Netflix original and they don't have to abide by any kind of. It's kind of like an HBO.
But HBO still writes in commercials. That's the problem. And I don't know. I watched the first episode so far.
See, maybe I just haven't had like HBO or any of those premium movie channels in a while, because back in my day, they used
to.
One
was it
have
Showtime had Spartacus.
That
was good. Yeah. But yes, Netflix recommendations: House of Cards, absolutely.
Yeah, you'll have to remind that to me again.
Right here, I've watched a bunch of different things, but the one particular thing I got really interested in, it's not on Netflix, but it's on YouTube. You've checked out right here stuff online that's available. Google search it. Initial D Stage 5, the new episodes that just premiered November 2012. You got House of Cards, and I got this right here. I found this on YouTube, courtesy of Corridor Digital. They created a movie that's a full-length run that they're releasing in parts, 10-minute parts, and it's called Sync. So I thought that was really cool and really interesting. I'm going to play the trailer for it right here. You guys can check it out.
What does Corridor Digital do?
Corridor Digital is going to... You know who Freddie W. is, right?
No, I don't.
Freddie Wong. They do special effects. They're an effects company that makes certain Corridor Digital did Army of 2.
Oh, okay.
Live action Army of 2. They did a Far Cry live action.
I'll have to look into that. That's cool.
The Far Cry live action
movie? Yeah, like
movie?
Far Cry 3 live action. So
wait, this is not the Far Cry movie with like that was from Germany or something.
No.
Okay, good, because that was fucking awful.
No, totally different.
Sorry, keep going.
So, but right here, you'll just definitely check it out as far as because they specialize as far as in special effects going on. Right
I've seen some of those videos before. Some of their other videos. It comes back to me now that I see the in their playlist on YouTube.
Like Freddie Wong is just like them. He does the exact same kind of stuff. Not as serious as these guys. He came out with Video Game High School, which was it was pretty much funded through Kickstarter. and a bunch of other different things. But this is the one major thing that I just definitely wanted to share right here. This is the trailer for Sync that I started watching last night. I watched the first 5 parts.
Yeah, let's take a look.
So right here.
I still want this.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to shut you down.
Surely you must be aware of your situation.
And what situation?
You hear that?
No, sir, and my hearing is above average.
No backup unit breaking down the door.
No contingency plan.
I'm not quite sure I'd put it like that.
Gentlemen, there are more diplomatic solutions available.
I'm the contingency plan.
Whoa.
Charlie? Are you alright? It looks like...
My guy was covered in blood and shards of vertebrae. Yeah, we had to get pretty rough with the client today at the office.
Charlie, I've never met anyone who enjoys their job more than you do.
Where's the government sending me now?
There's no other mission.
We're suspending the Sync project.
We made a mistake in China. The computer hosting your AI was compromised by the virus.
That means shutting down your program file. I can't let you go.
Somebody programmed the virus. Somebody knows how to stop it.
2 billion people in China, and you want to track down one.
Stop me.
BMWs.
You can't just shoot our way out of this problem.
I'm not really worried.
The virus will breach U.S. servers in 48 hours.
We lose control.
They sell those at Brookstone.
Communications, defense systems.
This is a one-way ticket. This is your last life.
Transfer me. Hurry!
Looks cool. I
Wow,
like
and
that.
this is a YouTube series?
This is a YouTube series brought to you by Corridor Digital,
Wow.
who is pretty much they do a lot of really cool, funky kind of like mini things. It would be like 3 or 4 minutes long, as far as like a lot of other different things that they provide, like the glitch.
Yeah, glitch is funny. That YouTube money.
Yeah, like but the coolest thing that I think that I really like Sync, and it's way better than the Video Game High School. Video Game High School is cool and it's funny and it's corny, but the thing is, this movie it's like a Hollywood kind of style movie. It's great action. It's a cool premise, a cool idea, but it stars all like YouTube celebrities and stuff right here. Like the guy from Epic Mealtime.
No kidding.
Harley's in there. Freddie
All
Wong
these
is in there.
bitches.
Oh, this cheese.
Freddie Wong's brother's in there. Mike Diva, the guy who did that crazy Furby commercial.
Yeah,
he's starring in this
That's
movie.
so crazy.
But they're playing small cameo roles as far as right here, and I was just really cool. And the first time I saw this is because I saw it because I was checking out. I was just scrolling through, and I said they were like saying the behind the scenes of this or the entire scenes of this. So I was like, all right, why not? So let me just check it out right here. So. Use the cough button right here to use the cough button when I mean like. So go back here. I step away from the mic.
Okay.
How does this
Chocolate Rain.
only have like 650,000?
That's the trailer itself right here.
I know,
So
but I feel like
it should have more and stuff because the
Yeah.
fact that it's right here. Go watch Sync right here, and we click on that, and
Video offers a
the Sync text right here, and let's go Sync behind the scenes, Corridor Digital. Let's see what the first one right here, 1 million. Okay, that
That's
makes
more
sense.
like it.
Yeah, because it's what I've watched 1 through 5, and then I was gonna watch 6 and everything right here, but
And
they
how
got
long
up
are
to
they?
8. They're about 10 minutes long, like 8 to 10 minutes
So long enough to keep your attention.
Yeah, and they come out with spots, and they come out with a new one every week. So right now they're
wow.
currently up at part 8, and I think it's about maybe an hour and a half movie, and it's pretty cool that they broken it up in certain spots instead of just certain episodes itself right here. So, cheesy episodes like next time,
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Ka!
you have what do you call
Next
it?
time on Dragon Ball Z. Ha!
Well, what's that guy's name?
Next
Kyle
time.
Abert. Kyle Abert going, next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Right here. That guy's actually really cool. He's the voice, the same guy who's the voice of Dragon Ball Z is the guy who's the voice of Ryu in all the new video games.
That's cool.
And he's a huge guy, like a huge behemoth of a man. Huge behemoth of a man.
That's a huge bitch.
That's a huge bitch. God damn it. But pretty much that's about it. I think that we have one more video.
Yes, finally.
The final video.
Finally, I've waited all day for this. I'm glad
I
you
just want us to show it. Come on.
I'm glad you liked it though.
It was cool, and I put it.
I mean, people have probably seen this guy before. A lot of people watch these obviously because this one has 2 million views. Can I introduce it?
Yes, you can. Yes, absolutely.
It's we have a visitor.
Oh, hold on for a second. You introduce it.
Yeah,
I'll get the door.
absolutely. We have a visitor here at the Igloo here in Beverly, Massachusetts. But this is Matthew Gorska introducing our last video. You may have seen this before, called Barack's Dubs, and it's just Barack Obama singing various songs, including "Sexy and I Know It," "Call Me Maybe," "Can't Touch This," "Boyfriend." But today, Barack Obama is singing the Pokemon theme song, and I thought that was hysterical.
Okay, we're about to end the show. We're gonna end on this. There will be no Mega Man Electro. This is gonna be pretty much the end of the show. We're gonna end on this. So you guys have any? You guys want to say goodbye?
Nope, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic week as always.
Thank you very much, Ben, for showing up on the show. We appreciate it always.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you. Okay, now you guys can reach us always at whatever I almost said MySpace, Facebook, the later show with John and Matt. Okay, that should be still up. I don't know. I'll bring it back. I'll revamp it. Who knows? You can always reach us, Matt Gorsica, John Riley, on Twitter, JC Sargent, or you can always reach us and let us know. Voicemails and everything, 978-522-6532. Here is the video. Have a great night. We're going to go watch The Walking Dead.
I love you back. I want to make the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them as my real test, to train them as my God. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon. It's you and me. I know it's my best. Pokemon. Oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon. So true. Our courage will hold us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
Behave yourselves.